around, tells us that he's one of the hardest working men they've ever seen. So he works hard. But let's not forget that, we've seen those type of videos in his previous fights also, where he hasn't looked that great in his last couple of fights. So, it's a big difference from showing a video of, 30-second video working hard to the actual fight. His last couple of fights, that's the only thing that I have I have to say that I give Charlo a big chance, because Canelo hasn't looked that good in his last fights. I know he said, there was a few injuries, a few personal problems during camps. So let's hope that is the case, because I know I want to see a great competitive fight, and we will. The question is Canelo going to be better than he has in his last couple of fights? Because Charlo will be. Charlo's a fighter.
You just heard Eddie Ray. Oh, I'm sorry. You just heard Robert Garcia give his take on the Jermell Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez fight coming up in a couple of weeks. And y'all know me, right? I gave my prediction for Charlo to win by decision. I'm sticking to that. But there's the possibility that Charlo could also get a KO. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna say, yo, how's that possible? Charlo's just moving up in weight. He hasn't fought at that division. We don't know if his power is going to carry. Listen, man, I get it. I understand. There's a lot of unknowns here. But we talking about Canelo, and Robert stated this earlier in the interview, which I've been saying too. Canelo's not. It's not like Canelo was a career 168 pounder. He's fought at welterweight, man. He fought at welterweight. He fought at 154, Jermell's division. He fought at 160. He fought at, come on. So both of these dudes are naturally, they're gonna be around the same size more than likely fight night, man. Okay, and Canelo, let's face it, man. He's still a good fighter. I always said he was basic, but he had good upper body movement. I just think he's on the slide. He is. He's on the decline. Dimitri Bivol kind of showed that fight with Bivol. Now, a lot of y'all gonna say, well, Bivol was a 175 or 175-pound fighter. Yeah, but y'all wasn't saying that when he fought Kovalev and got the knockout. Kovalev was at 175 too. Yeah, y'all already know how I feel about that fight, but he fought Kovalev at 175. Y'all wasn't saying none of that. So it's all about scales. Kovalev, he may have been on the decline. You got to keep that in mind, right? He may have been on the decline. Assuming that fight wasn't rigged, Kovalev was on the oldest side. He was on the, he's on the slide, man. He was on the slide. Bivol ain't. He's not on the slide. Bivol has skills. Even Kovalev was a skilled fighter. His jab was crazy, but he started slowing down, right? And Bivol is just a skillful fucking fighter. Charlo's a skillful fighter. And Charlo has his flaws. He's what I don't like about Charlo. Sometimes they get up against the ropes. That might not be good, but let's not pretend that Charlo is this dude that don't have a chin, man. I mean, yeah, he was getting caught by Brian Castano and all that, but this is boxing, man. You gonna get punched. It's not like you're gonna avoid every fucking shot. So Canelo don't avoid every shot. You saw Bivol was picking him apart. So I give Charlo. I don't give Charlo a puncher's chance in this fight. If he's gonna knock Canelo out, he's a viable candidate to do it. So y'all can say what you want. Oh, Charlo never fought. Well, Canelo never fought at 175, and he went up and he beat up on Kovalev, right? He's a guy that, quote unquote, was the crusher. So if he was able to go up there, let's assume the fight was what it was, right? Look what he did to Kovalev. So we didn't know if his power was going to carry up to 175. And to me, I guess against whoever it was, it carried against Kovalev, but it didn't carry against Bivol, obviously, because he couldn't sit, because Bivol wasn't going to be right there in front of him. And Bivol was just too highly skilled for Canelo, man. And I think Charlo on the skill level, I think Charlo has more skills than Canelo, man. So I got Charlo by winning by decision on this. But if he got the knockout, that would be extraordinary because Canelo has never been knocked out. Triple G couldn't even knock out Canelo. All right, like I said, uh, we'll find out. But I think Robert Garcia has a point. A lot of the Canelo fans don't want to admit it, but it's a point. He is showing signs of decline. The John Ryder fight, he did his thing. He got the win. He still showed he had some power, but he just didn't look good to me. He didn't look impressive to me in that fight. He didn't look impressive, definitely against Beevil. He didn't even look that impressive to me against Triple G in the third fight. That's just how I see it. So we'll see. I think Jermell Charlo was a game dog, and I still think Charlo was acting like a sucker when it comes to Crawford. Hey, maybe it's just him. Maybe he's just trying to focus on Canelo. But what's all the excuses from before when he wasn't even we didn't know anything about a Canelo fight. He was acting real wary of Crawford, But like I said, we'll have to find out September 30th. Don't be surprised. Canelo could knock out Charlo. That's a definite. He could knock Charlo out. But we don't know how Charlo can handle the power up there. We don't even know if Charlo could take the punch from Canelo, right? We don't know. That's a question. I don't see why he shouldn't. I don't see why he shouldn't, man. I don't. I've seen Charlo stunned before, but let's not act like we never saw Canelo stunned. I saw Canelo rocked by Cotto. What was it? Jose Cotto did it? What was that guy? I think it was that Cotto's brother that rocked him early on in his career. He's been rocked. Came back and whooped ass. So we gonna have to find this out, man. I can't wait, man. This right here, man. Y'all better cover all your bets, but y'all better cover all your lines. Y'all better get some money on damn near every mid to late round. That's my recommendation. And y'all saw that odd. I don't know if that was an error. That shit said 100,000 plus 100,000, man, for Charlo to knock out Canelo in the fifth round. And if you put 50 cents on that, you win $500 off of 50 cents. Put 50 on it, you win $50,000 in change, man. I don't know if it was a glitch, but your boy did put some bread. I bet it on that shit. So, wow. You know what I'm saying? And they went back and fixed it. I look now, it's at +8. I think it's at +8 or yeah, I think it's at +8 or +10 now. I forgot. But this is exciting. I gotta see how this goes. My prediction, like I said, I think Canelo gonna wear down later on, get tired. I think Charlo gonna pick up the steam towards the end, and either two things gonna happen: either Canelo's gonna get outboxed to the 12th, or he gonna slow down and get tired just enough to where Charlo can take advantage and get the knockout, man. So look for something late. I told y'all about that round 9. I'm never going up against that. I'm never going against round 9. Every fight I bet round 9. That's my favorite number. So y'all stay tuned. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. This is Revel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later on the next one. Hit them out.